We are back, guys, with another anime tier ranking video. Some technical difficulties on the anime tier ranking list that I had, ranking every anime that I've watched. Couldn't get some things figured out. So we're going to pivot to this Black Bull character tier ranking. We're going to tier rank every Black Bull's character from elite to great to good, okay, and to trash. But before we start the video, make sure you turn those post notifications on, leave a like, subscribe. I'm hoping you've been enjoying the content thus far. There is much more where this came from. Cannot wait. Thank you guys for all the support. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. We're going to tier rank every Black Bull character right now, and we're going to start with Zora. And this is strictly anime based. It has nothing to do with the manga. This is strictly anime based tier ranking. Everything that we've seen up to the ending of the anime thus far, or the hiatus that it went on. Zora was introduced about, I want to say, midway through the anime. He was a late introduction. We found out later that he was already actually a Black Bulls member, but was kind of off doing his own thing. Very great character overall. A good backstory. Fighting for justice, fighting for basically the true Magic Knights, like who Magic Knights truly should be, representing basically, you know, how his father was a true Magic Knight, fought for the people, and he was trying to find, he was fighting against the corruption, the toxicity in the kingdom and within the Magic Knights. Julius Novachrono is another character that praised his father for being a true Magic Knight and wanting to follow in his footsteps, eventually him becoming the Wizard King. I'm going to put Zora under the great category. Then we go to Yami Tsukihiro. No introduction needed. Yami is not only the GOAT character for the Black Bulls, but he's one of the GOAT characters in all of Black Clover. He is S tier. He is elite. He is overpowered to the point where they had to basically, you know, take him away for a duration of the story because of how overpowered he was. He only lost essentially because he was taxed with Asta from defeating Dante. Otherwise, I think he would have been able to fend himself. But he's one of the GOAT characters in Black Clover. Yami is, I love Yami so much. He's elite. He's an elite character. He is elite. That's not even much needed to be said about that. And then we go to Vanessa. Vanessa, we don't know much about her from the early episodes of Black Clover. I think she's that fun, rowdy character. Clearly has a crush on Yami. Clearly is the big sister of the Black Bulls. She grew on me as the episodes developed. She grew on me. I love the magic she uses. Love her character overall. We get a great backstory as to how she basically was introduced to the Black Bulls, where she was before the Black Bulls, and basically being trapped. Her mother basically keeping her trapped because of how special she was. And we basically find out that it was a power struggle for her. She eventually left. They went back. It was a whole other power struggle to eventually leading us to where she is now. That little mini story arc of hers basically made me a huge fan of hers, and I'm going to put her under the great tier. Great tier. Oh, excuse me, guys. Let me just dismiss this. Okay, cool. All right. And then we go to Sekirei. I'm not sure if I pronounced her name correctly. Obviously, she's been with us from the very beginning. We just didn't know it yet. But she's been with us from the very beginning, seeing Asta grow as a character, grow as a person, his abilities, his strength, his perseverance, his never give up, never say die attitude, which reminded her a lot of the first Wizard King. And is another reason why she wanted to basically continue to watch. At first, she explained it perfectly in the anime. At first, it was she just was with Asta for selfish reasons, obviously to revive the first Wizard King. But as she was a part of a lot of the ongoing battles, the struggle, the failures, the success with Asta, she grew attached to him because of him reminding her of the first Wizard King. And having that same heart, wanting to bring equality to the kingdom. So Sekirei, for me, she's a great character. I love Sekirei so much. Great character. Then we go to Noel Silva. I am royalty, obviously. In the beginning, I wasn't a big fan of her. She came off as an annoying character, honestly. I can understand where she was coming from to an extent. constantly being ridiculed by her siblings, her oldest sibling as well. We later find out that there was a reason for that, but I did not like Noel too much. She grew on me as the episodes progressed. Her relationship with Asta, her relationship with Vanessa, and basically every single member of the Black Bulls. Basically, the Black Bulls is where the rejects, quote unquote, go. But Noel Silva has a lot of prowess. She is a prodigy, same as her mother, as we find out from Marileona. So we know the potential she has. So as the episodes progress, we see her hard work. You can never knock her for not working hard. She basically struggled with her magic affinity, but not because of lack of skill. There was something going on in her, an internal struggle. I think from what I remember, having to do with the curse her mother got. But she eventually got her magic refined, and she eventually basically was exactly like her mother with, the different magic affinities, but the same kind of style. But yeah, Noel eventually grew on me as a great character. So she is great. You know what? No, you know what? Nah, she's an elite character. She's definitely an elite character for me. She's definitely an elite character. We go to Noct. Noct wasn't introduced until very, very much so into the end of the Black Clover anime before it went on its hiatus. So we don't know too much about him. I don't know enough to honestly give him a full ranking. So for now, we're going to put him in the middle, and we're going to say he is he's an okay character. Because like I said, we don't have too much to go off of him. Obviously, this is strictly anime, so I'm strictly tier ranking based off their anime appearance and obviously like how many episodes they appeared in, and obviously the development throughout. We don't know too much about him because of that reason. So we're just gonna put him in the okay rank. Magna, the hothead of the Black Bulls. I'm gonna put him under the good character status. Good character. We know his background too a little bit in the beginning. We get a little bit of his background in the beginning of the introduction of the Black Bulls with all the characters. They go on their first mission together, him, Asta, and Noel. He developed a lot throughout the entirety of the anime. Good character. Definitely good character for me. We go to Luck. I have a bias towards characters that have lightning, electricity abilities. So Luck has always been one of my favorites, and especially how he is too. We get his background too. Very sad as well. We get an emotional standpoint during the Elves arc where he gets overtaken, and we see a lot of his background come back as well, and how he was, and how emotional he got, and how much he genuinely does love the Black Bulls, and how much he cares about them. Obviously, in the Magic Night game as well, when Finral's brother was about to take him out. We saw that legendary. It's one of the top 10 goated anime scenes ever. Like in anime, like that one, we see how much he cares and loves deeply the Black Bulls. He is a great character for me. I'm gonna put him under the great character. We go to Henry. Like Henry's another character that we get introduced kind of later on as well. Kind of, I want to say middle of the anime almost. Maybe a little less. I forgot exactly. I would have to go back, but I feel like he was introduced pretty late. He's been one of the OG Black Bull members as well. We find out later that Asta was the only one that was able, that really visited him and knew about him, because Asta has no magic. So Henry's ability sucks the mana out of anyone that he comes in contact with, which is why he was basically kind of thrown aside and thrown away to that house, which Yami found, which was his home, but they ended up becoming the Black Bull's base. He became an honorary Black Bull member because of that. Asta visited him a lot. We see his genuine thoughts in his head as to, how much the Black Bulls mean to him, how kind they are to him. So, for me, he's a good character. He's definitely a good character. Drawing a blank. Gray. Man, it's been a while. Gray. She's always been with us. We just didn't know she actually looked like that up until the Eyes of the Midnight Sun arc with, I forgot his name, but it's like the beast looking one. We find out what she actually really looks like. She struggles with a lot of insecurities, lack of confidence, low self-esteem. As the episodes progress, she becomes a little more confident in her emotions, her love for the Black Bulls. I'm definitely going to put her under the good character, the good tier character status right here. All right, we go to Gordon. Gordon, the soft-spoken member of the Black Bulls, the murmur. I like you guys a lot. It was a lot of that. If you watched it in dub, it was a lot of that. For me, I'm gonna put him under the good character tier as well. He was a good character. He develops a lot. Same way, him and Gray develop a lot as far as having low confidence, low self-esteem in a sense, wanting to be accepted. They kind of mesh well together as far as like the similar traits that they share. That eventually comes out as the battles that they get, the near-death experiences, and how much they care and love for one another as far as the Black Bulls go. So for me, he's a good character. Now this one, I feel like a lot of people are going to have in the trash category. Obviously, it's Ghosh. His mirror magic is pretty. It's a pretty broken ability. I love his mirror magic. We see it in action a lot during the Eyes of the Midnight Sun arc in the very beginning. Towards the middle end, we see a lot of development. I think one of the things that put people off of him is the fact that he has a sister fetish, the nosebleeds. He's like overly obsessed with his sister. We get a background story about them, being nobles and being kicked out basically because of who they are and what they are, and to an extent, I guess, kind of shunned in a way. But I'm gonna put him under okay. He's an okay character. I could see why people could argue for him being trash for that reason. But it's everyone has their opinion on that. But I'm gonna put him under an okay character. I mean, then we go to Finral. Finral's magic is his portal, his not teleportation, but it's his portal magic. I like it a lot. We see it in its true fruition at the battle with his brother. And obviously he was defeated, but we see his potential and how great of a character and how great of a knight he has the potential to be. He's more than just like a quote unquote lackey for, opening a portal for others to go through. He is more than that. He's kind. He is a little bit of a womanizer, but we see like a little mini arc of him trying to fight that back. That aside though, we do see how determined he is and how inspired he is through Asta's hard work and determination. And that's a lot of key traits that we see. Not key traits, but that's a lot of... Asta inspires his team a lot through his actions, his perseverance, the fact that he doesn't have magic, and yet he goes out there and he always puts himself on the line first before anything else. So definitely he sees that and he works harder for that goal to become a better man, to become a better knight, and so forth. I'm going to put him under the good. He's a good character for me. We go to Charmmy. Charmmy, we always thought, I always thought she was a good character. We see her, we know that she has a really cool ability as well. Like the food that she makes, it basically restores your mana and replenishes you. But like I said, a lot of this stuff we discovered during the Eyes of the Midnight Sun arc. Towards the end, we find out who she truly is too. She's a hybrid between a dwarf and I forgot the other one. I think it's dwarf and wolf maybe. Like she's like a hybrid, but she has a broken ability as well. And I'm gonna put her under the great category. She's a great character for that reason. Got a little crush on but that aside, yeah, she's a great character. And then we go to another character that needs no introduction whatsoever, no explanation as to why he's going to be in this category, and that's Asta. He's an elite character. I love Asta. Asta is one of my favorite main characters. He is the true definition and the true example of hard work, perseverance, determination, never give up, never say die attitude, forging on ahead, regardless of the situation he's in. Asta is the embodiment of all that. Born in a world with no magic, where magic is everything, and he has basically taken that, shoved it down, and he's told everyone exactly who he is and what he is, and that is, in my opinion, the next Wizard King. And it's going to be an uphill climb for him. Obviously, we saw in the anime how things ended and how things are kind of developing towards, but I cannot wait for hopefully the animated return for us to see his full growth on display, because Asta is definitely one of my favorite MCs. But that is tier rate. That's it for all the Black Bull characters. I might do maybe each one, maybe the Black Bulls, the Golden Dawns. Maybe I might do that kind of stuff, or maybe just like a whole bunch of Black Clover characters just mixed in there that we haven't done yet. Tier ranking that. We are gonna. I haven't forgotten about the every anime I've seen tier ranking, but we're definitely going to be doing a lot more of these ranking videos throughout and much more. So let me know what you guys think about my tier ranking for the Black Bulls characters. Let me know if you guys agree, disagree, where you guys would kind of change things or kind of swap things. But with that being said, I will see you guys next time.